road to the World Series. Today we finished off this series with the Mets and this long road trip that we've been on, our 11th game of the road trip, and it's finally coming to an end. And at this point on the road trip, we are 4-6, so it hasn't been an overly good road trip overall, as we lost 3 to the Marlins in Miami, and we also have lost the first 2 in this series, or the last 2 in this. Oh wait. No, not the last 2. We lost the first one, won the second one, and lost the third. And looking for a series split here with the Mets, and it's going to be a tough one. We got Matt Harvey to contend with in this one. He's 10-1 this season with a 2.13 ERA, and we will send John Lackey to the mound. Lackey 5-6 with a 3.06 ERA, coming off 2 consecutive bad starts, and looking to right his ship here in this one and get our offense going too. We had a great game the second game of the series. We scored 8 runs and won 8-0, and then just laid a goose egg yesterday as we lost, 4-0 or something like that yesterday? I don't even know. Yeah, 4-0 yesterday. And so looking to score some runs today and keep the Mets down. Without further ado, going to go ahead and kick it out to Matt, Eric, and Steve out in Flushing, New York, and I'll be back after this one, guys. Enjoy.
From the borough of Queens in Flushing, New York, welcome to beautiful Citi Field. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Chicago Cubs and the New York Mets. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. Matt Harvey will be on the mound for Game 4. EK, what do you got?
Yeah, guys, he won his 10th game of the season in his last start. We'll see how he does here.
Dexter Fowler makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Cubs, center fielder, number 24.
Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike 1. These Mets, EK, as they take the field here today, they're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, and when you're playing good baseball, suddenly first place starts coming into clearer focus. They've really made up some ground here in this past week or so.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. And we should see some 90s as we go forward. 88 degrees, our game time temperature. Harvey gets the sign. Here's the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. Well, that was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Still 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
You don't want to lose the leadoff hitter here. Not when you got this guy on deck.
Fly ball out toward right field. Granderson is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, guys, this is a power-heavy lineup. You need to stay patient and get balls up in the zone that they can drive.
Jason Hayward will stand in now following that 7-pitch at-bat to begin the ballgame.
If he was smart, he would have gotten a pretty good look at all 7 of those pitches from that on-deck circle.
Into the windup and the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Conforto is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the defense for the New York Mets. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, Michael Conforto is known for his offense. Got very good power, quick bat. But defensively, he's very reliable. You know, what he lacks in arm strength and speed, he makes up for in baseball IQ.
Chris Bryant will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
Chopped weakly to the left. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. John Lackey gets handed the ball for the 4th and final game of the series. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, not a big strikeout pitcher here on the mound, so expect to see a lot of balls put in play, defense being very involved. Should be fun to watch.
Michael Conforto comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Left fielder, Michael Conforto.
There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1. EK, one of your old ball clubs, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire, as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
And with the loss yesterday, that means they've dropped 2 of the first 3 in this series. So if form holds, they're due to come back and win this one, and they'll end up splitting the series.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will, as it heads to the corner. A fair ball. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
And this is a good sign that he might be ready to break out of this slump of his. I can almost guarantee you that he talked about this with his hitting coach. Take the ball the other way. Use the whole field. You can do that, good things will start happening.
Stepping in now, Curtis Granderson. Into the seats, 0-1. 0-1, here's the pitch. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
He's come at him with all off-speed stuff so far, but if I'm at the plate, if I'm hidden, I'm thinking he's going to have to throw a fastball here sooner or later.
Nipped the corner, 2-2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Well, Matt, Drummond is a really well-respected umpire. Pretty rare that anyone has a major beef with the way he calls the strike zone.
And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
Yeah, he's got a base open, but I don't think you want to put 2 men on for that guy in the very first inning. No thanks.
And that misses for ball 4.
Wow, just a great at-bat right there. Simple as that. Patient, laid off some tough pitches. He was rewarded.
Yoenis Cespedes will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
Good pitch right there, right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, right over the top of that one. Double play ball would be a killer here, so he's got to find something he can square up.
Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. In the dirt here. And he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch.
Yeah, and that's always the danger when you're working that off-speed stuff down with 2 men on base. Once the catcher can't get a handle on it, both guys are off and moving. They're going to move up to second and third now on what will be scored a wild pitch.
Runners at second and third here, nobody out. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone. Time now to take a look at Terry Collins' Mets starting lineup in this one. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, Michael Conforto has been a big piece for them. He sports a batting average with runners in scoring position over 300, so you could say he relishes in those big moments. We'll see if that's the case in this one.
Lucas Duda will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. He's set. Here it comes. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. Hit well on the ground to first. Wilmer Flores steps into the box now, and he does so in what feels like what will be an important moment in this one. Bases loaded, high score.
Yeah, guys, and it's always nice to play with that early lead, so
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. We're off to the second, scoreless on the show. Anthony Rizzo will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, that was a rough one yesterday, but he's still hitting over 300 in his last 10 games.
Grounded up the first baseline. Duda's up with it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
Second baseman, Ben Zobrist.
Into the box, Ben Zobrist. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he takes ball 1. tap fouled at home plate. No score here as we play inning number 2. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around first is Zobrist heading for second now. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Boy, when you hit a ball into the gap like that, I don't care who the outfielders are. You have no chance of chasing that thing down. Splits the outfielders perfectly, in for an easy double. And boy, you got some things going now.
Kyle Schwarber will stand in now, and as you can see here, he enters play 4th in the National League in round trippers.
Well, this is a guy who's displayed a lot of power this year, but he had no home runs last month, so he really fell flat.
And that misses inside 1-0.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in, so you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
Harvey pauses. Here it is on 1-0. And this one's in the dirt, but fortunately here, no advance. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Here it is. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Cespedes is after it. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Yeah, this ball's hit high enough that he can go back and tag at second base. So that's a good job of moving up the extra 90 feet now with 2 outs.
Javier Baez will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this one gets away. That could be a run. But no, he'll hold it third. No score at this point, but a 2-out hit could get a runner in from third. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
The 2-1 on its way. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, if he's missing right here, he ain't missing by much. Not getting too many favors behind the plate.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Granderson's after it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. As Drupal Cabrera strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And here's a breaking ball to start him out. Lackey's ahead 0-1. Hit hard to short. There's Baez. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away. With a moment now, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, the last place you want to hit the ball against this team, right field. He won the Gold Glove Award last year. He can go get him with the best of anyone.
Digging in, Dilson Herrera, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. Throw is not going to be in time to get him, and somehow he's going to wind up with an infield single.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
Johnny Monell will get his first shot at it here, and he's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. From the stretch. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Zobrist on to first, and that's 2 innings and 2 double plays they've hit into so far as the inning is over. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We've played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0. Miguel Montero is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Miguel Montero.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine. But you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
Harvey's ready. Here's the 0-2. And another foul ball. And a wasted pitch there, 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it, 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Fastball got him looking as that had 2-seam action on it, 1 gone.
And you'll get a good look at the grip on his 2-seam fastball. You grip it along the narrower seams on the baseball, and that gives it that running action you don't see on the 4-seamers.
Standing in now, John Lackey. As with 1 away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Third inning, no score to this point. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now, 2-2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Boy, and just a great call that time to turn to the changeup. That's one of those at the plate where you don't even wait for the umpire to make the call. You know you're a goner.
Dexter Fowler stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Conforto is in his tracks now, and that will retire the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. Matt Harvey digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Matt Harvey.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Right back at it now is Lackey as he gets ahead to start the frame. It's strike one. Pulls this one in the air out to left. And one gone now in the New York third.
The left fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
Michael Conforto will get his second shot at it now. He doubled to start out the home first.
Yeah, they tried to sneak a fastball by him, and he was having none of it. Be interesting to see if they try to go at him again with the hard stuff.
Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Hot shot on the ground to short. Baez fields it cleanly. On to first, and very quickly, 2 are gone here in the home third.
Up next for
One
the
out
Reds,
away now from 3
right
full
fielder,
scoreless innings, and both pitchers are working both inside, outside, up and down. Looking solid here to start this ball game.
Into the box now, Curtis Granderson. He drew a walk his first time up. And there's the fastball from Lackey, 0-1.
You do not want to get the middle of this order up with guys on base. So this is the hitter he needs right here, right now.
Now a swing and a miss there from Granderson, and he's quickly down here 0-2.
And after walking him the first time around, he's all business here in the second at-bat.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Here's a high pop-up. Rizzo is there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Stick around because Jason Hayward will lead things off when we come back. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. And there is Jason Hayward. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Jason Hayward.
And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike one. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Lifted in the air to straightaway center. After it is Cespedes. One down. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. Chris Bryant stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
Harvey steps into his windup. Here's the 2-0. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
To 2-2 now. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Boy, and he's come out with a plan against these hitters, and he's executed that plan to perfection here early on. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Here's the first pitch to him. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Cespedes is there. And that retires the side. Cubs are down in order. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Yoenis Cespedes is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
That evens it up. 1-1. One and one. Here it comes. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Hit on the ground to short. Baez has it. 1 away.
The first baseman, number 21, Lucas Duda.
Lucas Duda steps in for his second at-bat. A fielder's choice his first time around. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that, so just keep on throwing it.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Hit sharply on the ground. Bryant is up with it. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Wilmer Flores will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
2 times here they've gone away Both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
On the ground to third. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. A strong inning that time out of John Lackey. Still nothing. Ben Zobrist heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. All right, 4 scoreless innings in the books. What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far. This is where getting the leadoff guy on is so key. You know, get the pitcher.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him.
Well, in a tie game, that leadoff hitter, he knows he has to get on. Probably didn't quite have this in mind, but I have a feeling he'll take it.
Kyle Schwarber is at the plate now, flied out in his first at-bat. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. He pulls this one into right. Granderson is there, and he'll bring this one in.
And this could have really got this inning off to a great start, but it finds the outfielder's glove out there, and that runner's forced to retreat back to first.
Here's Javier Baez. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned.
Well, I think this is going to wind up working pretty much like a sacrifice, but I don't think that's what he had in mind. This wasn't a show early and make sure you get it down kind of a bunt. He was trying to beat that one out, but a good throw is going to take care of him.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone, and stepping in now is the catcher, Miguel Montero. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. And now you've got a base open here with the pitcher on deck. Is this a workaround situation?
I think absolutely. With 2 outs here, no sense in giving this guy anything to hit if you can pitch to the pitcher instead.
Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1.
And even though that is a strike, man, that thing is coming in so hard, it's almost impossible to get a level swing off. You're better off taking it and waiting for something you can handle a little better.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Granderson going back, and that one is out of here. A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 8th home run on the season for him, as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
I'll tell you what, there is no better feeling for a hitter after being backed off the plate than to turn around and do this on the next pitch. That is just the ultimate. You think you can intimidate me? Think again.
Into the box, John Lackey.
John Lackey.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And he falls behind 0-2. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. Middle of the afternoon here in the Big Apple. It's now 2-0 Chicago. As Drupal Cabrera will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Sometimes when your offense hasn't really been able to put a whole lot together, this can be all it takes to get you started. Now you've got the leadoff man on base. You force the starter into the stretch right away, and things can maybe take off from here.
Dilson Herrera stands in. Lackey comes set. Here comes the first pitch. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
Well, don't expect him to forget throwing inside. Even after the hit by pitch, you just won't start giving in to guys out there.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's all worked up, that's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
Too high, ball 3.
You definitely don't want to go hit by pitch, walk to start this inning. So you got to bear down right here. Really lock in on that catcher.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Swing hard liner to left center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Well, it was the hit by pitch that opened the door here with 2 outs. Now you get a base hit right after that, and all of a sudden, you've got a bit of a brush fire here to take care of.
Johnny Monell will stand in, and his guys have got something cooking now with 2 on and nobody out.
And down by 2, this is a good opportunity to try to put yourselves level.
That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. Schwarber racing back. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he is in there.
You know, now that we've made it to just about the midway point of the season, this is where you start to see a little bit of separation between the haves and the have-nots. And I think we can pretty safely say that these guys are in it for the long haul.
Alejandro De Aza will look to provide a little punch off the bench as he'll hit with runners at the corners and 1 out in the inning.
De Aza.
And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball.
Now at the plate, you're looking for something up in the zone. Try and keep it in the air. Make sure you don't hit into a double play.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
He's still got a couple pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. You got to take a step back, take a deep breath, and get back in the zone.
High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Schwarber going back on it. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And they are on the board with the sac fly as this is now a 2-1 game.
Well, nobody's going to confuse this guy with Miguel Cabrera or Chris Davis, but with the runner on third, he doesn't have to hit the ball out of the ballpark. Just has to get one deep enough out there to deliver that run from third. That's nice going.
Michael Conforto will dig in, 1 for 2, including a double back in the first. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And good take that time on a low breaking ball. 2-2 now.
Yeah, and on 1 and 2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. The 2-2 pitch. Rolled slowly to first. Right to him. Onto the bag with it is Rizzo, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. 5 innings complete. The Cubbies are in front, 2-1. Antonio Bastardo will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Antonio Bastardo.
Dexter Fowler will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. There's a fastball, pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. 1-2, here it comes. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Now a fastball. Oh, look below the knees, but he rings him up anyway, and there's 1 gone.
Boy, this has been a real nice series for him so far. That's 6 strikeouts right now in this series alone. Man, that's a rough weekend at the ballpark.
Here's Jason Hayward now. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one.
And, you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
Chris Bryant will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. Low scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top, and just fire that thing in there.
Here it comes on 1-1. Swing and a miss as he ran that in on him. A ball and 2 strikes.
Just too over aggressive right now. They've got to dial this back a bit.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Curtis Granderson will dig in now as he'll lead things off for the Mets in their half of the 6th.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. High and deep to right center field. Back goes Hayward, and he'll scale the wall here. And did he catch this? He did.
The center fielder, number 52.
Well, normally we talk about the save coming in the 9th inning, but that could be the save right there. Look at the effort he makes to bring this back. I mean, that's as good as it gets.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. A solo home run here off the bat of Yoenis Cespedes. Number 17 for him on the season, and the Mets have come back to tie this one at 2.
Well, it's got to be getting near the point where they need to make some alternate plans with this guy up there. Now, that's his 3rd home run in the series. I mean, what more do you need to see?
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Here's Lucas Duda now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Lackey steps into the windup. Here it is on 0-1. A shot down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Well, after you've just given up a home run to tie the ball game, you can't afford to have a letdown out there. He made sure he didn't. He came back with an important strikeout, and he got the next guy.
In now, Wilmer Flores, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. 2 out, nobody on. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Lackey at an even 70 pitches now in the outing. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you've still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Hayward has a read on it. And that ends the inning. But the Mets are able to square things up on this solo home run. 4, 5, and 6 coming up to start the 7th. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. All tied at 2 apiece as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's have a look at our game summary through the first 6. Anthony Rizzo will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. The man you see here out for a second inning of work, and he becomes the pitcher of record now in a tie ball game.
Yeah, he pitched well last time around. No reason to think that he can't do it again.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. Hit out towards second. Herrera is up with it. On to first, and a big out to start the 7th. 1 gone.
The second baseman, number 18, Ben Zobrist.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ben Zobrist. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat.
Got him right in the back. Doesn't feel good, never does, but I can think of a lot worse places to get dosed.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike. Oh, that one got the pitcher. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Kyle Schwarber will take another shot here. He's flied out and lined out in 2 trips.
Well, 0 for 2, but he's taken some decent hacks. Could see a better result in this at-bat.
First pitch on its way. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Oh and 1, here it comes. And he misses with it, 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Now check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. As Dribble Cabrera steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
As Dribble Cabrera.
Sent on the ground out to second. Zobrist is there, and a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
One thing to keep in mind, he's due to bat 3rd in the next half inning, so you wonder if this half inning could be the last one we see of him out there.
Dilson Herrera digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Lackey gets the sign. First pitch on its way. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Liner towards second. Throw to first gets him, and Lackey looks to be in control here. There are 2 away.
Worth a look at his pitches by inning so far. You can see he's up to 80 for the game right now, so he should still be in pretty good shape.
Johnny Monell stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. First delivery to him on the way. And Lackey jumps ahead of him here with the fastball. Strike one.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
That misses. 1 ball and 1 strike here to the Mets backstop. Here's the 1-1 pitch. High in the air and deep to left center field. Back goes Fowler at the track. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3, and this game is still tied at 2-2. And now here comes Mets skipper Terry Collins out to home plate, and it looks like we'll see a double switch here. Hansel Robles will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
And batting in the 7th spot, number 47, Hansel Robles. Now playing second base and batting in the 9th
Digging
spot,
in, Javier Baez. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance.
Yeah, a well-executed bunt his last at-bat, but obviously this time he's swinging away.
This one's flared out toward left, and that's going to be a base hit, so a good start as the possible go-ahead run is aboard to start the 8th.
And the funny thing about this at-bat, he does everything wrong on this swing. I mean, first off, this pitch is out of the strike zone, and secondly, he tries to pull it instead of taking it the other way. Anyhow, pays off for him.
Miguel Montero will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ballgame on 1 swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. Belted high and deep into right center. Cespedes going back, still going back. Gone! A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, his second of the game, and it gives the Cubs a 4-2 lead.
And this is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go of it.
Jim Henderson will come on in relief now as he'll make his 35th appearance of the season.
Jim Henderson.
And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Jorge Soler will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Jorge Soler.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
Yeah, nice to get that call right out of the bullpen.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and that's through for a hit.
The batter, number 24, center fielder Dexter Fowler.
Dexter Fowler will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
High and deep to straightaway right. Looking up is Granderson. And this one is gone. A home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 18 for him on the campaign as they open it up to 6-2 now.
Oh, that's a huge home run right here in the 8th because that moves the lead to 4 runs now. Of course, a lot can happen between now and the bottom of the 9th. But for the time being, you wonder if they even need to turn to their closer in what would be a non-save situation.
Addison Reed is on to work as he'll take over here in the 8th.
Addison Reed. Now batting, right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he'll swing at the first pitch and send one on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
Well, that's pretty nice. You come into a ball game, you throw one slider, and you get yourself an out. Now, that'll help you settle right into the game.
Chris Bryant will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole. Hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Ooh, he saws him off with that one.
Well, chalk another one up for that pitcher. He's used to breaking bats, and he'll give you a little stare down after doing something like that every once in a while.
Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. Reed sets, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, there it is. Hat trick, my friend. That's a 3rd strikeout of the game. You know, luckily, his guys are winning, so it kind of lessens the blow, but actually, not so much.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Walker has it. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Cubs 6 and the Mets 2. Adam Warren is on out of the bullpen now, as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Adam Warren.
Neil Walker will stand in now, as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th.
Neil Walker.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. chopped foul right at home plate. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. That's a great job there just to hold off.
Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. High in the air out towards shallow right. Hayward has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
And we showed you the ERA just a moment ago. It's under 1 coming into play, and it just keeps on dropping as he gets the first out here.
Michael Conforto gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. One out, nobody on. Sliced hard on the ground. Backhanded on to first, and there were 2 down. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Curtis Granderson will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Here comes the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
That thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Too high. 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy take.
Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. 2 out, nobody on. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Ben Zobrist will step in. A ground-out victim his last time.
Second baseman, Ben.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Granderson moves over. 1 out.
And that's just one of the few balls that really hasn't taken off today. And we've seen some balls really jump off the bat so far, but not there.
Striding into the box, Kyle Schwarber. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
It's always tough to go down looking, but the thing I remember about his last at-bat is that he really made the pitcher work. He saw a bunch of pitches, and that's a bigger deal than a lot of people realize.
Lays off 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Reed's ready. 1-1 pitch on its way. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. Throwing a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Ready with the 1-2. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And the catch is made there. 2 gone here in the 9th.
Up next for the
Maybe a pitch here that he's trying to do a little too much with. He just can't get on top of it and winds up an easy pop out.
Javier Baez gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. First offering on its way. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
He's playing right into that big swing from a pitch before. Just throw something slow here, and you'll probably have him 3 feet out in front.
Hit high and deep to right center. Looking up is Cespedes. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Solo shot to right center. And the lead is now 7-2.
Well, he'd retired 5 in a row until just now, but not anymore. He'd been on cruise control, but all of a sudden, one little mistake will snap you back down to earth in a hurry.
Miguel Montero is going to have another crack at it here, and it's been a great offensive performance for him so far. This was back in the 8th, his 2nd home run of the game, as he'd dearly love to make it 3 right here. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. Two out, nobody on. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Lifted the other way out to left center. Cespedes has it in his tracks, and that's the 3rd out. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the Metropolitans. It's the Cubs 7 and the Mets 2. Yoenis Cespedes will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Clayton Richard will come in and pitch now.
Pitching for the Cubs, number 33, Clayton Richard.
Leading off the inning, Yoenis Cespedes, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. That's wide, 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
And here's a look at the numbers from the last time he took the hill. And hey, he wound up getting the win in relief. So he'd like to see his guys wind up on the winning end of this one, too.
Lucas Duda will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all or nothing type hitters. But hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw on to first, and the Mets are down to their final out.
Wow, showing some sweet athleticism right there, getting off the mound. This is not an easy play, but he gets to it quickly, and then he makes a good, strong throw for the out.
Into the box now, Wilmer Flores. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Winning pitcher in this one would be John Lackey should the lead hold up. In for a strike, it's 1-1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
And that's taken for strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Drilled to first. Rizzo is there, and he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. You know, it's never easy to go out on the road and win any game. So that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.
And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs, really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 7-2. So long from New York.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 7 runs, 7 hits.